Good afternoon. Laura, you want to start with Iraq
Iraq,
today?
Iraq,
Okay.
I have several questions. The Iraqi government seems to have a campaign against journalists. A Kurdistan TV reporter, Arkan Sharif, was killed yesterday in Kirkuk, apparently by hostile Shabi. Today, the Prime Minister said Kurdish channels were guilty of war crimes just by reporting on the fighting. And Kurdistan 24 and other Kurdish channels have been banned in areas of Iraq that are controlled by Baghdad. And an Arab journalist, so it's not just Kurds, Samir Obaid, who was critical of Abadi, was arrested. What's your comment on all that?
Yeah, I've not heard of all of that. Lori, I'm aware of the murder that took place of the journalist in Kirkuk. We've seen that story. Some of this information is just coming into us, so I can't confirm all of these stories that you're mentioning. We are certainly aware of media reports based on the government having issues with the central government of Iraq and media issues overall. I mean, our position has not changed. We support freedom of the press. We believe that more voices, not fewer voices, is good for democracy, is good for people of various countries. We would mourn the arrest, we would mourn the death of any journalist covering this, trying to bring additional information to the people of Iraq.
The Committee to Protect Journalists has condemned this. Do you expect if these things continue, you will also be condemning this?
Yeah, I think that's a hypothetical, so I don't want to get ahead of anything, but that would be a concern of ours. If there are attempts to squash the voices of those who are trying to just bring more information to the people.
And my next question is a continuation of our discussion last time when you said Abu Mahdi al-Mohandes was a terrorist. There's another hostile Shabi commander, Qais al-Khazali, prominent figure who was detained at Camp Cropper for killing U.S. troops during Operation Iraqi Freedom. And the Iraqi Interior Minister, Qasim al-Araji, has long-standing ties to the IRGC, whom you just named as a terrorist organization, and he was also detained by the U.S. during OIF. What is your comment on these people? Are they terrorists in your view?
Yeah, I mean, Lori, I don't want to get too much into that because our focus is on trying to get Iraqis, the Kurds, to come together and have some sort of dialogue. I fully understand and appreciate your question. I know well who those men are that you speak of. We are very familiar, as the United States government is, in the acts that they are believed to be responsible for. And that, of course, is a tremendous concern to us. You mentioned Mr. Mohandes. He was designated by the Department of Treasury back in 2009 for threatening the peace and stability of Iraq and also the government of Iraq. We are well aware of that, but I just don't want to get too into the details of what you're asking.
Okay, let me give you a softball question then. The Iraqi parliament...
Yeah, right, thanks.
Okay. The Iraqi parliament voted today to criminalize the display of the Israeli flag and what it called other Zionist symbols inside Iraq. What is your comment on that one?
Yeah, I mean, look, you know very well that we have a close relationship with the government of Israel. That, however, would be an internal Iraqi matter.
You're not going to condemn this sort of thing?
Look, if they choose to do that, that is certainly their place to do that. That would be an internal Iraqi matter, but I think the Israelis very well know how much we support them and what a strong relationship we have with the government of Israel. Okay? Okay.